Manny Pacquiao has joined Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Calvin Ford in preparation for the Jake Paul fight, after rumors that the fight might fall apart, and even claims that Tank could pull out. Pacquiao's arrival has given fans confidence that the bout will happen. And according to many, Jake Paul is not ready for this version of Tank.
Manny, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this that I'm going to fight like that.
Pacquiao arrived in Los Angeles earlier this week and immediately linked up with Davis's camp. The two have already begun light training sessions together, focusing on movement, timing, and strategy. Tank's team confirmed that Pacquiao has been sharing his experience and helping Tank sharpen the details ahead of fight night. Calvin Ford, Tank's longtime coach, said Pacquiao's presence has brought a new level of focus to the gym. When asked about the matchup, Pacquiao said he believes skill beats size. "I believe Gervonta wins. It won't be a brutal fight since it's an exhibition, but there's no way a YouTuber beats real fight experience." Pacquiao pointed out that Tank has fought bigger opponents before, referencing the Mario Barrios fight as proof that technical skill and precision can overcome reach and size disadvantages. "Real fighters are built differently," Pacquiao said. "Tank knows how to fight smart. That's what will beat Jake."
They could have figured out a fight.
You know he's fast.
Is Gervonta part of your plans down the future?
Remember, in boxing, speed is the key. Speed is the key.
The collaboration comes at a time when the fight status is still uncertain. Rumors of failed negotiations have started circulating, but Pacquiao's decision to train with Davis has made fans more confident that the bout is still alive. However, the situation behind the scenes looks serious. A Miami-Dade County civil suit filed in October 2024 adds another chapter to Tank's turbulent personal life. The lawsuit, filed by a different ex-girlfriend, includes serious allegations that could potentially force Tank to withdraw from the exhibition. According to court documents, the alleged incident took place in the early morning of October 27th at a Miami gentleman's club where the woman worked.
You guys can look into it. I didn't, you know me, I don't really speak about stuff outside the ring, but now I have to since it affects the ring, okay, and what happens in the ring. The fight may be canceled. It's a civil suit from my understanding, and I don't want to, confuse you guys or misinform you guys. I didn't look at.
The complaint also mentions an earlier confrontation on September 23rd. The woman, identified only in court documents, says she is now dealing with anxiety and PTSD and is seeking both compensatory and punitive damages. Since this is a civil case, Davis isn't facing jail time at this point, but the timing couldn't be worse. The exhibition with Jake Paul was already unstable, and this latest issue might be enough to derail it completely.
Versus Tank Davis, November the 14th fight is off. The Jake Paul team have now reached out to Anthony Joshua, Floyd Mayweather, Ryan Garcia and Edgar Berlanga to replace Tank Davis, who is being sued for...
For Davis, this isn't new territory. He has faced multiple legal issues over the years, including the July incident that still hangs over him. Many are questioning how much longer his career can withstand these repeated controversies. Jake Paul's team has already begun preparing for a backup plan. Chris Mannix reports that an offer has been sent to Ryan Garcia to step in if Davis officially withdraws. The news has already stirred the internet, given the heated history between Garcia and Davis. The two fought in 2023 in one of the biggest crossover events in boxing history, with Tank winning by a body shot knockout in front of a sold-out Las Vegas crowd. The fight generated millions and solidified both fighters as mainstream stars, despite only one leaving victorious.
What do you think of Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis? I know on Instagram you called it a circus.
Yeah, boxing is slowly turning into the WWE. That's what I think.
Does Tank Davis have a chance?
Yes, but
yeah?
I don't even want to talk about it. Don't ask me questions like that again.
Since then, Garcia's career has been unpredictable. His comeback earlier this year didn't go as planned. Facing Rolly Romero in Times Square, New York, Garcia started strong but faded late, losing a frustrating 12-round decision. Now 27, he's been trying to rebuild momentum and regain his spotlight in boxing, and this potential Jake Paul fight might be his biggest opportunity.
Is this really the case? It has been reported by a couple of online periodicals, and if this is the case, then it says something about influencer, crossover and exhibition boxing. Because the reports are that the Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis fight is light by 6,000 tickets.
Behind the scenes, Garcia's name has been attached to multiple potential fights. He has publicly talked about being in negotiations to fight Manny Pacquiao, calling it a dream matchup. In an interview with The Ring, he said, "I've been interested in fighting the legendary Manny Pacquiao for a while. There's history. We talked about it before, it fell through, but if Manny wants to throw down, let's do it." Pacquiao, now 46, is still helping Tank ahead of the Jake Paul fight. But with Pacquiao also seeking a return to the ring, he could end up facing Garcia, Tank, or even Jake Paul depending on how things unfold. Most fans didn't expect much from Pacquiao after a 3-year layoff, but his recent performance reminded everyone that even in his mid-40s, Pac-Man can still move. That's why Garcia's call-out has gained traction.
Gervonta's legacy for being undefeated. So that's why I'm saying there's going to be a big payout involved to where they say it's a draw. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here today. There's going to be.
Still, Garcia believes his style is perfect for defeating Pacquiao. Manny's style fits perfectly into mine, Garcia said. "I'm a great counterpuncher, and he knows that. That's why he never brings up my name. I'd capitalize on his mistakes and knock him out like Marquez did. All respect to him, but I'd dominate him." Garcia even hinted at timing for his return. "I'm eyeing December. If Manny wants big money, let's do it. If not, I'll take a Rolly rematch. Either's fine."
Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him.
But with Tank Davis possibly out, Garcia's plans could change overnight. A fight with Jake Paul offers massive attention and a major payday, something even decorated champions chase. Their long-running trash talk on social media only adds fuel. For Garcia, this could be the perfect storm. Global attention, a huge main event slot, and a chance to flip the narrative surrounding his career.
It's an exhibition, but still, Tank versus Jake Paul.
I thought you was going to say Tyson versus Floyd. Damn, she went even lower. I don't like it. I just want them to come out healthy. The reason why I don't like it is because anything could happen. And if anything happens and all of a sudden Tank got to retire because of some kind of weird shoulder injury, trying to punch him, anything could happen. And I would just prefer for,
As for Jake Paul, he has remained unusually quiet during the chaos. His team has reportedly paused promotional material until they understand Davis's legal situation better. But sources say Paul is determined to fight on the same date, even if he has to switch opponents at the last minute. Pacquiao's involvement in Tank's camp adds another twist. It's hard to believe Pacquiao would commit his time if he didn't think the fight was going forward. Fans believed the event was secure until the lawsuit surfaced. Now Pacquiao's name is being floated as a possible opponent as well. Not just for Garcia, but even for Jake Paul if schedules align.
Not gonna lie, you really got knocked out. Yeah, really got knocked out. Watch the fight, you idiot. Went 12 rounds. Like, you're weird, bro. Bro didn't even knock me out or even throw punches. That's sad, bro. Just know, bro, I'm coming back. It's gonna be vicious. Like, you guys don't want to see that. You guys are weird, trying to troll me over a fight I didn't even care about. Did you guys?
It's a tangled web of possibilities. Pacquiao training with Tank, Garcia calling out Pacquiao, Jake Paul waiting for a backup opponent, and Tank fighting to keep his career from collapsing under legal pressure. Behind the scenes, promoters are scrambling. Showtime, which has partnered with Davis for years, is reportedly distancing itself. No network wants a risk of a PR disaster just weeks before an exhibition. If Tank's case gets more attention, the fight might be quietly canceled, costing everyone millions. But in boxing, chaos sells.